Yo guys, what's going on? Ace is here today with another video. In today's video, we are going to be checking out the brand new factory expansion leaked images by BSG on Twitter. They released 8 images. Now they are in no particular order. We're going to be breaking them down as we see them, but I am very excited to bring you guys these images. I did take a peek at some of them and I am very excited for the content we have here today. Unfortunately, I could not upload this video right when the images were released because my internet was down. If you guys have been watching the hardcore series, you know I've been having a shit ton of problems. I am hoping and praying the guy coming tomorrow gets this shit fixed and we don't have to worry about it during the next wipe. Also going to be taking a vacation here very, very soon. So I do have a bunch of content that I'm making right now. I'm going to be scheduling out for you guys. But if wipe does happen on the 20th, I will not be able to play the wipe until I think the 23rd. 3 days isn't that big, but in reality it is kind of a lot. But at the end of the day, we'll make it work if it does happen. But I'm actually really hoping that wipe gets pushed back to the 27th of May. But we will see. Announcements are over. Let's hop in these dope-ass images, man. I'm super, super excited to show you guys these images and break some stuff down. I'm going to try and call out everything I see. We're going to point out little details, all that good stuff. So let's get right into it, man. We have a bunch of different angles from the expansion area that we're going to be seeing here. So I'm going to point out some things for you right away. We are currently in probably one of the corners of the map. We have a gate right here. We have some sort of, this reminds me of right above pumping station, where we already have, our factory map where you put the one key in and there's 2 jackets in that little room. This reminds me of that area, kind of with this thing that we could probably hop on. We have a platform up here that we're going to be able to walk on. There's also one on the gate, which is very interesting. But we have this beam right here. We'll probably be able to lock on that, just like everything else, and then jump on here. And we also have some sort of area up here. Like if you can see it, it's some sort of area right there that looks like we might be able to get up there, which would be really nice to look down on people. But we have some fallen rubble here. We could see maybe a car battery spawn here. We have one already on the map, very, very similar. So we might have that there. We have another set of stairs going up on the other side of this, which has more platforms and more beams. The whole, upper level of factory, the verticality that you can have. You sacrifice cover for verticality. We have this hanging tanker, which will have another view of this from the other side of the tanker, which I'll point out. Then also in this corner, we have a TerraCorp Labs or Terra Group Labs tent right here, which we will have a view of the outside and we have a view inside as well, which is going to be really cool to show you guys. So this is the first image. They're not in any particular order, but this one is a good way to start the video. Next is going to be that tent that I just showed you. So we basically just went straight down the right-hand side of the map, and now we're looking at the tent. You have Terra Group right there. You have some cool stuff here. We might see some med spawns like right here and right down here, and maybe on the outside of the tent. Possibly an ammo spawn or something right here on this blue tarp. I'm definitely seeing some sort of spawns on the outside of this tent. We have our beams here and the platform. Now we have another one right here. Another platform, another beam going across there. So you probably can get on top of the tent. So anything you see really here, you could probably get on top of. Now, these blue water holders, I think they're just water tanks. I'm not exactly sure. We're going to talk about these because these are going to be big for insurance fraud. But this is a really cool look at the right-hand corner of the extension, or what we are presuming is the right-hand corner from the angle we started at anyway. And it looks really dope. But now we're going to be heading inside of the tent. And this is where we might have a lot of loot potential for factory. Right now, as it stands, factory doesn't really have any med spawns. You have the one shelf that can spawn almost anything in the game on the office upstairs on the 3rd floor. And then you have the 2nd floor in lockers, also known as suicide, where inside some of the lockers you can find med spawns. Other than that, there's not really any med spawns on the map. I mean, occasionally you might get really, really lucky and find an AI2 in a jacket. But other than that, there's not really any med spawns on the map. And this is going to start to provide those. And if there's any high value med spawns here, this is going to be probably the most contested area on factory. Factory being a low count for PMCs is going to be making it a lot more attractive to farm this rather than an ultra med storage or shoreline rooms if there is LEDX potential. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. If LEDXs are going to spawn on factory, the chance is going to be super slim. Probably about the rate of that key that spawns in the locker room. They're probably never going to spawn, but if there is a chance, this is going to be highly contested. Now, you're probably going to find some stims in here. I would lean more towards like crack house level med spawns than like labs level, but we are in a Terra Group Labs tent, so maybe, just maybe, we could see potentially stims. We could see potentially defibs, scopes, and like I said, lead X's. It has the potential, but I definitely think it's more realistic to see augmentins, ibuprofens, morphine, syringes, H2O2s, and hydrogen peroxide, all that stuff, man. I think that's a lot more likely in here, but I feel like you're going to find so many Salewas and carb medkits and AI2s in here as well. I feel like in here it's got a lot of potential, and especially behind here, behind these curtains, maybe on this desk right here, this looks like a primed up med spawn, especially on these crates too, just all around here. I'm going to say there's going to be some crazy med spawns in here for sure. Definitely something making it worth checking. Moving on, this is my favorite image of the 8. This looks fantastic. The open areas we have in Factory right now are great for PvP, but at the same time, I feel like they lack that open and really freedom. You know, you can't really go wherever you want when you think of the open areas. You have by gate 0, which is that one, there's a little hallway on the left that a PMC can spawn at the end of, and you spawn in the gate. I'm not talking about the death trap gate spawn. I'm talking about the other one, the gate 0, where you use your factory key inside the gate. You have an open area there, which is kind of the most similar to this. That open area is all right for PvP. It's not the best. There's a lot of different places you can get shot from, but it's good. And then you have the open area by gate 3. You know, it's a decent area to fight in as well, but it's not that open. You know, you have a decent bit of shit everywhere. And then you have the open area by gate 1 where you run, and you have like the way up to the office that has a wood floor, and there's 2 jackets in there, and you can go upstairs, and then there's the dumpster in the right corner to go out into the other open areas. So you have 3 open areas, but none of them look like this. None of them have this open ass space where you can literally run right in and get into a gunfight, or have some solid PvP, duck behind a beam, duck behind a barrel, duck behind one of the gas containers, duck behind some of the rubble, and then get back into that open area PvP. This is going to be HK Central down here. This is going to be so much fun having PvP AR battles down here and SMGs. You know, I'm not looking forward to the KS-23s, but I'm going to be honest, in this environment, I feel like ARs and SMGs are going to beat KS-23s down here, because KS-23s really use the close quarters and, you know, some of those corners to just get you. And down here, I just don't see it happening, man. This looks like a phenomenal place for PvP. I'm super excited for it. And when I saw this image, I literally just went, wow. Like, I was super impressed. I really like this. Now, I can't tell how to get down here. I've looked at this image a little bit. Oops. Zoom in here. I've looked at the image a little bit, and I can't exactly tell where the entrance point is. We have some rubble here. It kind of looks like it's heading up, so maybe right here. Could be on the other side of this rubble. You can kind of follow the pipes a little bit, and I can't tell if there might be a hallway here, or if over on this side we could possibly have this pipe wrapping around this corner and maybe a hallway there, or the hallway's right behind us. We simply don't know yet, but I'm going to tell you, I'm super excited for this area of the map. So, moving on. We have some of these little mechanic hidey holes here, you know, where the mechanics go into your car and fix shit. We have one with the truck here. I'm going to guess there's a weapon crate down under this truck, just kind of giving you the reserve vibes. And then you have another one here. There shouldn't be any tunnels or anything under here. It should just be literally a staircase down, a little bit of cover, and then a staircase up. And then on this side, you won't be able to go up this side, but you can go down here. But another thing to point out here is this is the other side of that hanging fuel container right here, where we were looking earlier. And one thing to point out here is these water coolers. It looks like there's 4 here. Now, there's guaranteed 3, but if there is 4, if you could get up on top of one of these, you know, one of the beams or one of the platforms and jump onto there, you can insurance fraud. Now, you're going to have absolutely no cover, and you're probably going to get your ass blasted. But if you fall in between the middle of them, none of your stuff's coming back. Or all your stuff's coming back. None of it's getting looted. So, potential insurance fraud there. Once the factory expansion comes out, I'll be doing my insurance fraud video on the map. But we have a staircase here. This looks like it's going to lead to either this platform up in the top left, or potentially a building. I'm seeing a little bit of a cutout here in the building, right here. Potentially a window. Not sure on that. Totally suspect on that. But something worth pointing out for sure. Move on to the next image. So we have, oh, this is right above. I haven't seen this image yet. I think the next 2 images I haven't really looked at. So we have a helicopter coming in from the roof. Now this light right here, is going to put a decent amount of light into the building. I mean, this side looks a lot more lit than the other one. And I'm hoping that maybe the lighting is a little bit better when it comes to actually lighting up factory. And it'll be interesting to see factory raids at night because they are pitch black, but having a little bit of light now, we'll see. Maybe factory at night won't be so dark. We got a doorway here, so that's pretty cool. I can't tell which area this is heading to, but if we have the blue tank right here, then I would assume this leads into already known factory territory. I would say this area right here, we already know. That is just my wild guess. We're going to probably have weapon part spawns or maybe a food spawn and a weapon part spawn right here. Also, cigarettes will spawn here probably. It just looks like that normal kind of style loot. Let's see what else we got here. Not too much. Just kind of showing that other angle. Let's see what else we got. Oh, so this is that. Yeah, it looks like there's a platform up here. You can see this little bar. Looks like there might be an actual platform area up there. You have that staircase, so it's not leading to a room. Just kind of an overhang. I wonder if there's going to be some loot right here. I'm also wondering if they're going to be adding an extract. No way they don't. There's got to be another extract. So, is this... I think I know where this is. I think this is right on the other side. I think right here is the blue dumpsters that you hide between. Because this looks like that area kind of where, near gate 3. This looks like the gate 3 area, but I could be completely wrong on that. But I'm thinking that right here in this corner is where the dumpster is. And then you would exit the door here, and if you could wrap right around in. And that would make sense, too, because we're going to be heading back this way. And this would be the wall. And up towards here, our first image. So, yeah, right here. So where does this come into play? What is over here is the question. Because if that would check out how we think, right over here on our left would be gate 1. I don't know. Gate 1 would hypothetically be there if we are correctly placing this portion of the map. But I am not sure on that. So we have another one right here, another look. This is going to be our final angle. It looks like outside to me. This looks like in the factory. We have our underground angle right here. Now, I don't see it opening up here. It kind of looks like the... Well, maybe. Maybe right here. Maybe this is the open area. All right, so let's take a... I haven't seen this image really at all, so I want to kind of look here. Ah, man, you can't zoom out any further. Oops. Went back. Sorry, man. Sorry, there we go. So I'm wondering, can you get up here? Can you get on this, like, upper area roof type deal? Not seeing too much else, though. It looks like, though, that the map is going to be 50% bigger, if not more. I don't know, man. I'm excited. I know that much. Wait, so we are... Wait, let me do this. So we are over here right now. So right over here is kind of where we are. So in this corner, we're looking into the underground section, if I'm correct. All right, so that hanging fuel tank is to our left right now. This goes into an underground portion. So that means if we look at this image, that the last image where you go underground is right in front of the TerraCorp's tent. If I'm putting all these puzzle pieces together correctly. That means right to the left here is where that underground entrance is. These are kind of like wide angle shots, so we might actually not... The map might not be as big as I'm thinking. If we don't include the underground, I'd say this is probably 20 to 25% bigger. If we include the underground portion, that looks giant right there. I don't know. This might bump up the map to be like 33% bigger. Regardless, it's going to be fantastic. The wide angle shots really do a great job of capturing the aesthetic of the map. It looks phenomenal. I can't wait to play it. We're already 15 minutes deep, so I think we're going to wrap this one up. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you're excited for 12.11, wipe or not, factory expansion, I'm hype. I'm ready. Drop that like, subscribe for news, sponsored equipment description below. That's all I got today, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm out.